Jeff Bezos have in common? Okay, they are one of the wealthiest men on earth. They also built some spaceships that they send to the atmosphere, and but they have other things in common. And the other things that have they in common is that they also bought some media empires, be it the Washington Post for Jeff Bezos, or be it X or Twitter for Elon Musk. Basically, there are three levels on how you can, let's say, build your influence into this world. The first level is, let's say, labor. So you are working and you are being paid. And then after, you can, let's say, from what you are doing, implementing in your work, you can build influence. So this is kind of the lowest level. Then after, you have capital. Capital is you get money, you get funding, you build your company like Amazon from for Jeff Bezos, or let's say Tesla, SpaceX, SolarX for Elon Musk, and all other let's say ventures that he have. And the third level, which is the kind of the highest one to build your influence and impact the world, is to have access to media. And having access to media is kind of the ultimate way to build your influence. That's why Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, who are the wealthiest men on earth, they still decide to buy some media. Basically, what you can see there is that having access to media is really the best way for you to build your influence. And in 2025, as you know, this is, let's say, a time where we can, each of us, have easily access to media. It's like having access to YouTube to share your content, having access to LinkedIn to share your content, having access to all other platforms to share your content. Today, in this live, what I will share with you is how you can also, without being Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, how you personally can use the power of media to build your media empire or your personal brand. Let me launch the intro, and then after we jump right into it. Okay, let me share my screen after the intro. So here today we will talk about how to build your empire. I will talk to you more about the details and share with you what I have in mind. Give me just one sec. Okay, going back to business. Here. Here we will talk about my live streaming workflow, and if you are like trying to do live stream on YouTube or specifically maybe on LinkedIn, make sure to watch, because I will share with you how you can do your live stream on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn have a specific requirements that you have to fulfill in order to live stream on LinkedIn, which are not the same, for instance, for YouTube. What you will get in this presentation is that I will share with you my live streaming blueprint here. As you can see, I will share with you uh, how to unlock, let's say, your live streaming success with a structured, let's say, workflow. Basically, it's three steps. I call it the PPP framework. So pre-prod, prod, and post-prod essential steps. And then after, how to repurpose your content after your live stream with the maximum impact, and make sure that you follow for more insight and engaging content. Okay, I come back here. I go to the next slide. Just a reminder, I have created a storytelling framework which is called StoryTap. And all of this is part also of not only creating a storytelling framework. I want also to share with you how not only you can tell your story on a public stage, for instance, but also how you can tell your story like I'm doing right now from the comfort of my home below the stairs that you cannot see, and really build your impact. As a reminder, StoryTap is a framework that I created, and it stands for S as set the stage, T as trigger a need, O as offer a solution, R as reveal obstacle, Y as illuminate the path, T as transformation, A as call to action, and then P as impact. This is the storytelling framework that I talked about a lot in my previous live stream, so make sure to check them out either on my YouTube channel or on my LinkedIn page. Okay, today, as I said earlier, we will talk about the PPP framework. This framework that I will share with you will help you as a content creator to be able to do the live stream either on LinkedIn or YouTube, and give you also some essential tips. I will not say hacks, um, more tips to help you amplify your impact without having to work 2 times or 3 times. You only work once in one single platform, and then that platform will redistribute all your content or your live streams in different platforms automatically. And then after, we can see in the third step how to, let's say, repurpose your content. The first step, as I said, is the pre-prod. Then after, you have the prod, which is the live streaming event. And finally, this third step, which is really important, that maybe sometimes we neglect because we have already given a lot of energy for the first or the second step. The third step is really crucial because this is where also the heavy lifting have to continue. This is where you really need also to put some energy and not just say, okay, I have done my live stream now. Everything is over, everything is out there. No, no, no. You still have to do your reps after finishing your live stream. Okay, the first step, which is this one, which is very important, is the pre-prod phase. So for this one, the pre-prod phase, as you can see here, there are two sub-steps. The step one is content creation, and then after, the second step is live streaming. So for the first step, which is content creation, you can use, let's say, pen and paper. It's always good to prepare your ideas that you want to share. Some people like to do some scripts and write everything that they want to say during their live streams. Some other people prefer to do only some bullet points and maybe write the first sentence and the last sentence of their live stream. Then after in the middle, they just improvise based on the bullet points that they have. I'm not that kind of person because I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to write everything. I just want to have only the bullet points and then after work from there. Uh, and also you can, as you see here, you can prepare kind of a presentation that you want to share with your audience because it's also a way to engage with your audience and to provide value and to make sure that people can really follow you easily. Or you can also use like a Google Doc. So here it's really a very important part where you have to research the content that you want to share. You have to make the content your own and understand it. Uh, Maybe sometimes it's something that you are already very familiar with, that you can share very easily. You have done all the steps, and it's just a way for you to share those different steps with your audience. And then after, once you have created your content or you have scripted everything that you want to say, the second part is live scheduling. There are many software that you can use to do live streaming. For the scheduling part, if you want to do live streaming, for instance, for LinkedIn or for YouTube, mainly for LinkedIn, you cannot, for instance, just go on LinkedIn and schedule a live stream that is something that you could do directly on YouTube, for instance, but for LinkedIn, you cannot live stream directly on LinkedIn. You have to go via some service providers, so multi-stream providers. So I'm giving you here some examples that you can use for all those, let's say, the software that you see here. There are some free free tiers, meaning that you can live stream with a limited amount of time, and you will have the brand of the company during your live stream. What I did not add here is also Zoom. You can use Zoom also to live stream, for instance, on LinkedIn. But the big players today on the market are StreamYard, that you can see here, Restream, and Riverside. Me personally, I uh, I used to use Restream, and a couple of months ago, I switched to Riverside, and I will explain to you why I switched to Riverside compared to Restream. And really, what is important here is that those platforms, StreamYard, Restream, Riverside, they have really one very important feature, which is that you only have to stream to that platform. I will zoom here a little bit to show you. So you only have to stream, for example, to Restream, and Restream will automatically redistribute your live to YouTube, to Twitch, to Steam, to Facebook Live. You can also use also what is called RMTP, which is, for instance, if you want to stream to using another software, which is, for instance, the OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Okay, so far so good. Let's move to the next step, which is here. I will show you how I do it. Okay, as I said earlier, in my the way I do it personally is that for each of my live streams, I like to have, let's say, a support presentation, which is a Google slide generally that I use, because it helps me also make sure that I am not just rambling, because I want really to provide some value which is kind tangible that you can use very easily. I'm really more a visual learner, and I like to share things in a visual way. And I believe that having a support presentation like Google Slides, which is free, most of the things that I will share with you here today are free stuff that you can use, because for me, you should not be blocked by the barrier, the entry barrier, which can be putting a lot of money, because at the beginning you are really testing yourself. Maybe you are like me, you are like a part-time creator, you have your 9 to 5, or maybe you are a solopreneur, a freelancer, and you just want to test the waters. You don't really want to jump full in by buying the most expensive software. Really, the most important part is to start, and there are really many free options that you can use in order to do live streaming, for which you don't have to pay any money. Going back to my part, so preparation, I use Google Slides. Then after, I switch to Riverside to do my to schedule my live stream here. Okay. Then after, so this is the first part. So we are still here in the pre-prod part. Let's move to the next step, which is the live part. So this is where, for instance, you can see me here. I'm live, and here I will share with you, let's say, a free version of a tool that you can use to live stream, and then also you have some other versions. The best free version that you can use, if for instance you want only to live stream, you want to live stream in many platforms like YouTube, like Twitch, like I don't know where also you can use Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You can use a free software which is called OBS Studio, so Open Broadcast Software, which is an open source software, which is from my perspective, the best free software with many capabilities that will really help you live stream without paying anything. It's a free software, it's open source. You have, let's say, the pure basic software with many functionalities. And then after, if you want specific functionality, you have a plugin marketplace where you can go and search for free plugins. There are some plugins which are, let's say, paid, but most 99% of the plugins are free plugins made by the OBS community. And then after, it can be a great way to start. And there are many tutorials on YouTube on how to use OBS to do live streaming and even multi-streaming. Then after you have, as I said, some other software that you could use. I will zoom here a little bit. That's why I put the little money here. You can use, as I said, I'm not listing all the software. There are many of them, the big players only. So you have StreamYard, you have Restream, you have Riverside, like the one software that I'm using here. This is not sponsored. This is not sponsored by Riverside, but it's Riverside. If you are watching this and you want to sponsor me, let's talk. Let's talk. Just DM me. I'm part of your Discord community. Okay, so this is really important to say that if you want to go live, really you can go live for free, either by using OBS. There is a learning curve, but it's not impossible. Or if or you want to use software which are web-based, which let's say will not use many resources from your computer, you can opt for paying softwares. And as I said earlier, for all those softwares, also you have free tiers where maybe you can stream only 6 hours per month, or and then after you have the logo of the company in your live streaming. As I said, also you can also use Zoom to live stream only in one destination. So you can create a Zoom meeting, and that Zoom meeting you have the option to live stream, for instance, on LinkedIn or YouTube or Facebook, etc. I don't think that you can multi-stream directly on Zoom. I have never tested it. If I'm wrong, feel free to tell it to me in the comment section. So this is really something that is important to take into account. Then let me share with you how I do it. Go to the next slide, this one and the one after. So for me, the software that I'm using to do my live stream is Riverside right now. My previous software that I was using was Restream. I'm using Riverside right now. This is the software that I use. I will tell you more about why I switched from Restream to Riverside, more in the post production part. And Riverside is you have some free version where you can use it for free, and then after you have a paid version. So, but remember that you can use other software. You can use OBS, which is a free software. You can use StreamYard or Restream also, as I said earlier. And then after, there is the one of the most important part. As I said, there are three parts. There is the pre-prod part, there is the prod part, and most of the time, once we arrive here, we are already let's say we have given a lot of energy, and here really we tend to neglect this post prod part, which is really very important. And in this part, the theme for me is that I am, let's say, I'm a dad. I have a 9 to 5 job, and my purpose when doing, let's say, this live streaming, I'm doing it in the evenings once the kids are at bed right now. So for me, it's really important to find the most efficient way, the most, let's say, energy efficient way to do it. It means that I will not always reinvent the wheel. I will always find the path of least resistance, not because I'm lazy, but let's say I'm smart lazy. So coming back to the post-prod part, there are some steps which are really important here in the post-prod part. The first one is that once you have finished your live streaming, the battle is not finished yet. This is where you have really to do repurposing. Repurposing, what does it mean? It means basically that you take, for instance, your long form content, which is your live stream, and then after, from that one single long form content, you can create, for instance, a blog post from, let's say, your live stream. You can create also some shorts by taking, let's say, the best parts of your live stream and in doing some short clips from, let's say, 30 seconds to 1.5 minute max, that you could also share directly on social media like YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, or whatever platform where you are consuming, or where your ideal customer profile is, basically. So this is something that is really important. And repurposing, what you have to do is, for sure, you have either to write your blog. You can write also some Twitter threads, or your blog post, or your newsletter if you have one. It means that based on the content that you generated from your long form content, it can be a podcast or something else. You really can take that content and use that already existing content and repurpose it for different things. Then after, you can also edit that content like short forms, and share all those, let's say, different content that you have from one long form content. Maybe you can create, I don't know, 15, 20 short form content, and blog posts and newsletters and articles, etc. And it's really an efficient way for you to maximize the impact of your content. You put a lot of energy in preparing, let's say, your live stream, and doing your live stream. And then after, once that is finished, you have kind of content that you can really repurpose for different platforms, and for different, and in different types of content. It can be a written content, it can be, as I said, shorts, etc. Then for sure you have to publish it, and then after, something that is really important is to publicize. I think publicizing is really important, because maybe you have created great content, and at the beginning of your journey, not everybody will know who you are. Not many people will watch your live streams. Not many people will subscribe to your newsletter. It's important for you to be there and to be your own cheerleader, or cheerleader, yes, and make sure that your content, you are putting it in front of as many eyeballs as possible, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, or X, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, where really you have your customers, your ideal customers. Make sure that you put your content there. You don't have always to come up with new content, fresh content every time. You can maybe 1 week do your long form content, and then after the 3 next weeks, you just generate on a weekly basis some repurposed content from your one content. Meaning that for me, this is the way I do it. It helps me repurpose my content, save time and energy, and also really be focused on tangible results. Now let's see how personally I do it. If it want to work. Okay, thank you, my stream deck. Okay, so really for me, I will share with you some options that you can use. So really, the recycling is really important. You have to repurpose, recycle, reduce, reuse. That's why I have Mr. Smith here from the Matrix. In terms of recycling, you have many software that you can use. I will zoom here a little bit to show you. Better like this. In terms of the editing, writing part, you can use, for instance, you can use Google Docs. to create your either your blog post or your newsletter. You can use also Notion or whatever, let's say, platform or software you are using to do your newsletter or your blog post, etc. For video editing, there are many software that you can use, and with the rise of AI, there are every day 1,100, let's say, software to do editing. One of the software that I have not used personally, but which the concept is present in Riverside, it is called the Descript, and Descript is a software that help you, is an online software that help you edit your videos in a faster way, because basically you are editing, you have your video, and then there is the transcript which is generated, and while you are editing the transcript as a Word document, for instance, it's edit at the same time your video, which is a really fast way to edit your video without spending hours and hours behind a software like Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve, having to look on all the shots and to remove all the amps, the silences, etc. A software like Descript can do that for you automatically, can save you hours, and then after you can still export, let's say, the rough cuts to your editing software. It can be DaVinci Resolve, it can be Final Cut Pro or Adobe Premiere, etc. So Descript is a very good way, let's say, to edit your long form content here. So I highly recommend Descript, one of the options. And then after, as I said, you can have a long form content, and you want to cut it into small pieces for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or Instagram Reels. For that, the leader today is called Opus Clip. Opus Clip is really, the principle is very easy. You give it a long form content. It can be your own content or a YouTube link to a video that you have found. And based on that long form content, it will analyze the video, and then after select automatically the most viral part of the video. Just give me one sec. Okay, it can, let's say, use the viral part of the videos and create the short form content, and you have some templates to add the transcript automatically, the captions automatically in the video, in a very easy way, to export directly to different platforms. Me personally, so I'm using Riverside here because, as you have seen, I'm using Riverside for my pre-prod part. I'm using Riverside for my prod part, and I am using also Riverside for my post-prod part. So this is really something that is clearly important, and I will share with you. I will show you how or why I'm really using Riverside. I'm using it mainly for the post-prod part, and not necessarily for the live stream part, because for the live stream part, I feel like StreamYard or Restream have, let's say, more features when we talk about the, the streaming part. So Riverside is an option, and then after there are for sure many other options that you can find, let's say, out there, and just I will not list all of them there. And something that is important also is, once you have finished writing, you have to publish your content. And publishing your content, you can do it in many, let's say, many social media platforms. It can be, as I said, it can be TikTok here, it can be YouTube Shorts, it can be Instagram, it can be X, LinkedIn, Substack, etc., and maybe your own blogging site. So what is really important here is that the one long form content can be repurposed in really different type of content. And if you are not doing it, you are really losing an opportunity to create a new content and to make it also visible to more people. Okay, so let's move to the next slide, where I share with you how I do it. Okay. So this is how I use Riverside again. because it's let's say a platform with many features. Uh, it's not the best in all the pre-prod, the live or the post-prod part, because for each of those steps you can find specific software that can do it better than Riverside. Yet uh, Riverside is only one subscription for me, and I don't need, let's say, to have a subscription to restream, for instance, for my live streaming. Then after I use Opus Clip or Cast Magic for repurposing my content, etc. I love Riverside because I do everything in one platform. Everything is integrated. I will show you a little bit later, like a live demo on a long form content that I have created, and I will show you live how I can generate automatically some shorts that really I can edit live. And before we jump to that, basically I use Riverside to live stream, and then after it record my live stream in high quality. And from there, I repurpose my content on my YouTube channel. I create shorts on Riverside, and those shorts on Riverside, I let's say I post them on my YouTube channel. I post them also on my LinkedIn. Uh, on my LinkedIn. Uh, then after, something that is really interesting is that you can edit your long form content automatically on Riverside, for example, to remove the silences, to remove the rambling, and to enhance the audio, the video, all of that automatically. And then after, you can repurpose that edited long form content directly. It's directly connected to Spotify for creators. And then there you have directly a way to publish your content from Spotify for creators. You can directly repurpose your content to Spotify and to Apple Podcasts. So this is really something that is really powerful and interesting, meaning that from Riverside, I can, let's say, amplify my impact in different platforms, and I don't have to spend hours and hours doing all the editing, doing all the transcription, the subtitling, etc. is done automatically for me by Riverside. And then after also, I create an article on Substack where I share, let's say, I share this presentation. And if you want to know how I, let's say, share my presentation in a platform which is called Payhip, let me know. I can do a specific live stream on that. So this is really, for me, the game changer of using Riverside today. I'm using it today with the features that they have, and every week or every month they are adding more features. So basically, for me, I'm really happy with what the platform is providing. Is a one size fits all platform. It's not best in everything compared to specific platforms that are doing only that. It's not best. It's not better than, for instance, Restream for live streaming. It's not better than Opus Clip or Cast Magic for creating shorts, etc. Yet it's getting there. It's one single platform where everything is integrated. You can see it as the Apple of let's say content creation from pre-prod to prod to post-prod. Everything is integrated. It's kind of they are building a kind of an ecosystem, and you really have to. You can stay in the platform and do your pre-prod, do your prod, do your post-prod without, let's say, switching between different tools, uploading your files in different platforms. Everything is integrated, and really, it's something that I really love because I am really very keen about simplicity. Okay, I will just share with you here my screen and share with you. Let's say Riverside, and to just show you live how the platform is. So this is, you can see where I have let's say my live streaming today that I'm doing right now. And if I go to project, let's say I want, for instance, this is one of the previous live streams for which, let's say, I have only created let's say I have edited the long form. So basically here you can take this full episode, and then after you can let's say generate a full length episode, and you can do your layout, you can do your branding, you can remove poses, etc. And in one click, let's say you can have a long form content. Then after that, you once it's created, that you can share automatically in different platforms, and even share it automatically, for instance, on Spotify. And what I like also about Riverside is that for this one, I have here directly the show notes, which are automatically created by AI. I have the keywords, the takeaways. I have some titles that I could use, for instance, for some Twitter threads. I have here the sound bites. That is also something that I can use. And something that I really love also is that, when you go to a YouTube video, you see the chapters. If you add this, so basically at the end of my live streaming, I wait for StreamYard to finish processing my video. Then after, I generate the show notes, and I copy paste, let's say, the chapters into my YouTube, let's say, video. I will show you here my YouTube video, for instance, and basically here is my previous, let's say, live stream, and you can see here that I have added automatically the chapter generated by Riverside, and this is how you add them manually here. And then after, if you go to the video here, uh, I will just I will just mute it because I don't want to hear myself. But basically here, then after, YouTube will automatically generate some chapter markers based on what you have put here. So it's not something that you do manually. It's just that the format that you have, and based on this text that you put, YouTube will then after slice your video in different chapters. So this is one of the things that I love about Riverside. Then so here I have my show notes generated automatically. I have also, let's say, they generate some screen guards that I could use for social media, etc. And then if I go back here, I will show you live how, let's say, Riverside can automatically generate some clips for you. So here it's called the feature is called Magic Clips, and in Magic Clips I can, let's say, have, let's say, the ratio, which is this, the layout, etc. And then after, I can just click on generate. So I will do it live. And here I can choose, for instance, when I do Magic Clips, either I want some specific length, uh, focus on speaker if I have many speakers, etc. Topic to highlight, for instance, if you want to create, let's say, shorts based on specific, let's say, content on your video, you can do it here. So I will leave everything by default, so it will automatically choose the, let's say, the duration, and it will do, let's say, focus on speaker. It will be only me, but you can do it automatic. I do generate clips, and here you can see that it is generating, let's say, the clips live, and you can see here. So this is not something that I'm editing, as you see. This is something that you can see live. I will let it do its magic, and while it's doing its magic, this is really something that I was trying to find a software that can do it automatically. I was thinking about having a subscription for Opus Clip or Cast Magic or Submagic, whatever. But I would always need to download my content and then put it to another platform and buy another subscription, etc. And with Riverside, I don't need really to do it. I really have everything, as I said earlier, in one single platform, in high quality, and then after it will generate all my clips. While it's generating my clips, I will go back to another episode where I have already created my clips to show you. And here, basically, all the scripts are generated automatically. You see that it has created 9 short clips, etc. and I can really easily then after edit those clips and then share them in social media. This is something that is really powerful, and this is really one of the key reasons why I am really sticking to Riverside, because it's really something that is really powerful. Okay, just let me go back here. And here you can see all the magic clips that it has created. So it has created automatically many magic clips. You see most of them. And here, for instance, let's say I want to go to edit this one. Uh, Here you can see that I have automatically, let's say, the text which is here, and I can edit by removing or adding some text here. If I do play, for instance, you see that it has already, while it's playing, it has generated the disk, the subtitles, and I can change it based on my branding, etc. I can come here in the layout. If I don't like this layout, I can do, okay, I don't want a layout, I want something like full screen, or I want something that is split screen, etc. And it will automatically, so here is only my screen, but if I do something like this, you can see here if, okay, here I'm talking, I go to the layout and can say, okay, maybe I want a grid, etc. And it will change it to grid automatically, etc. I will try another one. This one, for instance, okay. And you can see that, okay, it's not doing it right now, but it will change automatically. So for instance, here I said acknowledging challenges, addressing, etc. And it's done automatically. So I will not, let's say, edit this one, but basically I can very quickly, once I have edited this one, I can then just export it and have, let's say, a very short clip. I mean, I have, yeah, many of those short clips created automatically for me. Then for sure, I have to go in each clip and edit it, and then after be able to share it automatically on my social media platform. But the time it saved me is really amazing, and really, that's one of the reasons why I'm using, let's say, Riverside, which is one platform that can help me really stay there and be able to do everything without needing to switch to another platform. As a reminder, so the PPP framework is something that is really important. Uh, Three steps: the pre-prod part, the prod part, and the post-prod part. All those steps are really important, and having to use different softwares to do it when you are beginning can be a hurdle. You can use free options like OBS, Open Broadcast Software, for instance, to live stream for free uh, for some specific platforms. Just know that if you want to live stream on LinkedIn, you cannot, let's say, directly go to your LinkedIn and schedule a live stream. You have to do it through some softwares like Restream, StreamYard, or for instance Zoom, whatever. You cannot directly, let's say, like for instance in YouTube, where you go, you schedule your live stream. You have to do it through some software. So this is really something that is important to keep in mind. Uh, and that's it for me today. One more thing, maybe, as always, if you found value in the things that I'm sharing here today with you, feel free to connect with me either on LinkedIn, or you can follow me also on Substack, because this is where I will share the link to the deck of slides that you can get, and make sure that you are having all the value that I'm sharing here with you. and make sure also to really connect with me. As I said, we can have some conversations and how I can, let's say, support you in the different in your journey, either in storytelling, but not only. I can provide you support in the storytelling framework, and I can also provide you support on how you can build your media empire, your personal branding, uh, with not a lot of resources, meaning not a lot of money, time, and energy, uh, and to help you amplify your impact. And then after, and then after, that's it for me. I think today I don't need to add more. I hope that you found value in this presentation, and if that is the case, feel free to hit the like button, and then after make sure to subscribe and follow me. Until then, I really wish you a very nice, happening evening wherever you are in the world. And I tell you, until next time,